Alright, welcome back. This is Bike Talk episode 23. You know the deal. Let's go. First up is Simon. He says, "Hi Gary, love your work. Definitely the best bike channel around." Thanks, Simon. And he says, this is travel bike and it turned out pretty aggressive. So it's now his Ravel Grace bike. Pretty happy with how it turned out. Feel free to roast it. And then there's some more photos on his Instagram, it looks like. So we'll have a click on that. Alright, so here it is. So we can make this bigger. Alright, so Simon asked for a roast, and yeah, just got to talk about his username here, 12-speed XTR. I think it's funny when your whole personality becomes your drivetrain, and it's kind of limited to 12-speed. But we'll take a look at it to see if it's actually 12 speed. So we can see it's XTR here. I'm going to try and zoom in and see if we can count the teeth. Luckily he's got a picture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it 11 really? Maybe I counted wrong. Maybe it's easier here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so he lived up to his name. It looks like he's only running XT here. Let's see if there's any XTR on his bike as well. I don't think he has any other things that are XTR except for the cranks. I'm pretty sure this isn't an XTR cassette. So I think it's pretty bold of him to name himself XTR. But he's only got the XTR cranks. Empty bottom bottle cages, ugly brown grip. I guess you can kind of get away with the grip because it matches the tires kind of. Looks like he's got a little bit of tape coming up here off the grip, off the side. Got a watermelon top cap, which I don't think really suits the theme of his bike overall. Kind of like a USA old racer theme. It's got the red hubs though, so maybe you can match the stem cap with the hubs. It's got the corner bars here. Got some, I'm pretty sure these are XT levers, and it looks like he did a little bit of custom work here with the grinded down seat brace, and also I think all this internal routing, I think he must have did himself. I don't think this frame came with internal routing, but it looks like he drilled the frame himself. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looks like. Yeah, can't imagine that hole being professionally done. Get a lot of water in there. Looks like he's got a hole in his cable end here. Yeah, XT disc brakes. And here he is, popping a wheelie. He's got his blue socks here to match his frame. I guess the pants kind of match the background here, and then his shirt can match the wheels and the bars. The purple beanie, I don't know about the purple beanie just because it doesn't really match anything else. If anything, it probably should be red or this mustard color. XT calipers here on the back, running clip-ins. Running clip-ins here, but then we'll go back to his wheelie picks. These aren't clip-in shoes. Definitely not clip-in shoes. I don't think they're the Adidas ones that are clip-in. All jokes aside, pretty sweet. I think he probably spent a lot of time on this. Got some nice wheels on there, less spoke count, made it a bit lighter. Custom hubs and stuff. But yeah, overall pretty sick. I think my only change would probably just maybe change your username instead of XTR. Just change it to XT. Probably be a little bit closer. Cheers. Thanks, Simon. All right, next up we got is Trent, and he says in his subject he said roast is so fugly, it's beautiful, and he sent a video here. We'll take a look at that. And not watching that because I can't. Basically, he said he had it for 7-8 years. Someone in Sydney helped him out, adjusted for a 27.5 wheel conversion from 26, 3 axles. Looks like I got a lot of mods on this. 650B, Simwork tires, Thompson parts, loud, DT Swiss, free hub. He says he loves it, but the beauty's in eye of the beholder, lol. Thanks. Thanks, Trent. Let's take a look. All right, here's his bike, and he asked for a roast. So overall, I don't mind it. I think the tires are pretty cool with this kind of muted frame in the green. I don't mind it, but first of all, I gotta roast you for the Supreme sticker. I don't think more needs to be said about that. And then Mighty Car mods probably should be Mighty Bike mods. Non-drive size shot here. Got some dirty grips on the front here. They could probably use replacing. Got his little jacket tag that he put on the back of his bike. And I can't get over how many straps he has on his front rack. Kind of looks like it's going like parachuting or abseiling or something like that with so many cables going on. I don't know what he's strapping on that front rack. There's just so much on there. And then here's the drive side shot. So missing one bottle and the rack is not horizontal. Stem looks good. Seat post looks good. I think this is appropriate for his fit. So he's kind of more centered in the bike. Got some zip tie cable ties here to neaten it up. And got this star bag. Not sure about the star bag. I guess it's alright. It's pretty cool, I guess. Here again with the straps. I've never seen so many straps on one bike. Maybe you guys can let me know what he's trying to strap on with this, but it seems kind of crazy. He's running Tiagra and Q's new group set. Got some bar ends here and a nice little bell. But yeah, you can definitely see that he has a lot of grip positions here. Maybe a little bit too many grip positions. I feel like if I hop on this bike, I wouldn't know where to put my hands. Here's a little back shot, pretty cool. Like these pedals, and I like the little bash guard thing to save your pants. But yeah, overall pretty sick build. I think this is a classic custom bike. You do it up to how you like it, but yeah, no one else likes it. Cheers Trent, thanks for sending in. Alright, next up is Nick, and he says, hey Gary, thanks for sharing your skills. Thanks Nick. This is his commuter, 9-ish Schwinn. High planes, has internal brake housing for some reason. Really like that it says aluminum big on it. Just got these dirt bike bars off eBay and the build is fine at its peak for me anyway. My first build, loved the vids, roast / compliment away. And he said roast / review, so if you're thinking of sending in, just pick one. So yeah, this is his bike. It looks like he fully decked out this bike, has tons of accessories going on. I think he just wanted to chuck tons of stuff on, tons of colors. Got these green bars are pretty ugly in my opinion, but it's got the green bars, the neon green, neon yellow, cables, matches the Schwinn. Got this orange D-lock to match the HP on his tube. Got a green, fluoro green bottle cage. And just running the single reflector on the front. Crank arm not straight here. I feel like the seat is tilted a little bit too forward. Let's see what else we got. Alright, it's got a vintage type bell. Got this little Vans, brown grips. I feel like if you change these bars to black or silver or sprayed them or whatever, strip them, I think it would look pretty cool overall. Probably just one too many colors on this bike. Got this cable sticking out here. More pics, camouflage pics here. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, overall not a bad bike. I think pretty sick. Looks pretty fun. I think I just can't get over the colors of the bars, but yeah, pretty sick overall. Nice one, Nick. Thanks for sending in. Alright, next up is Spiros. He says, hey Gary, here's my unicorn. Mountain bike conversion. Roast or review, whatever see fits best. Loves the vids. Cheers from Netherlands. Spiros. Thanks, Spiros. It's no bottle and no horizontal pedals. So yeah, here he is. Wasn't wrong. Crank arm not straight. No bottle in bottle cage. Gonna take off a couple of extra points because you actually knew this before you were sending it in, but decided to send anyway. That's a little bit disrespectful, I think. And yeah, here's his bike, a Union. I don't think I've seen this before. Could be some Euro brand. Looks like he's running STX on the back, 1x with a middle ring from a 3x. Nice little quick release here. Got some BMX bars or MX bars. I've actually had problems with this sometimes. You gotta be real careful with the threaded headset and this little hanger. Sometimes if you go too hard on it, this can loosen up. So make sure your headset's tight. Upgraded tires here. Let's see what else he's got. Oh, these bars are pretty cool. I dig these bars with the little motocross badge and the I-beam or the flat beam across. I don't like this go shifter though. I feel like that would kind of annoy me a little bit. But yeah, I understand why he did it, because these shifter and cable is this shifter and brake is the same piece. But yeah, at that point, I think I would rather just run, probably just rather run it 2x or something on the front just to make use of that shifter. Got a little rack on the front, little light. Got the STX RX hubs as well, matching hubs. Could be a matching group set, which is pretty cool. And then here are the bars. I'm not sure if the bars are bent or not. Doesn't this look a little bit bent? Cable work's not bad. I'd probably put this cable on the other side just to free up, give it a little bit more room. but I think you're running both of these on this side anyway. It looks a little tight for some reason. But yeah, overall pretty cool. Pretty sick build, I think. I don't mind it. Cheers. Thanks for sending Spiros. Alright, next up is Nitwits41, and he's offering some 24 rims. I think he might have DM'd me as well. Thanks for the offer, Sven. I probably won't take them, but appreciate it. Alright, next up is Tom Delay, and he said, roast my T2000. Says, sup Gary, it's fun to zone to your channel when I'm juggling toddlers. Speaking of which, I made a dad bike. Get roasty. Doc Delay, Maryland, US. I always wonder when people's nickname is Doc, what do they actually do? Are they actually a doctor, or they're good at something else? I don't know. Maybe Tom can explain it. But yeah, let's this is his dad bike. Overall pretty sick, I gotta say. Super cool dad bike. Super useful. Got the big basket at the front. Got some panel room in case he wants to put some room here. I would say it is a little big for a dad bike, just sizing wise, but he might be really tall, so I find it easier to have a smaller bike when you're with kids, because either they're riding around or whatever, it's easy for you to get off. But here, illegal, no bottle cages ×2. It's got the fenders going on in case he needs to pick up his kids from daycare. Running GRX group set on the back, cranks and derailleur. Got some Avid brakes up front, Shimano shifter. Yeah, overall pretty cool. Not too much to roast. I gotta roast you for this floppy saddle. Not into those saddles at all. They kind of look like they're melted, I think. Here's the front, got a lot of grip action. Surprised there isn't a kid seat on this bike on the back here, because like, where does he carry his kids? On the basket? Yeah, overall looks pretty good. Looks pretty sick bike. Looks like it gets used a lot. Nice little Cannondale, be light, got some upgraded tires and stuff. Looks pretty fun. Cheers, Tom. Thanks for sending in. Alright, next up is Alex. Alex says, hey Gary, fantastic channel. Thank you. Watch all your bike talk vids over the holidays. Thanks, Alex. That must have been pretty hard. Cannondale, Delta V800, and a bunch of other stuff. Please feel free to roast. Not the war, however. It was built by the Romans. So first up, I'm going to roast you for this war. It's just too rubbly and not too well put together. It seems like the bricks aren't cut properly with the stone. And overall, I would say the pattern is pretty uneven as well with the color. Missing a gap here as well. I think there was probably like some type of error here that needed to be filled up. I will give you points for the cobblestones here. I think this is way neater than the wall itself. You can see they must have got two different people doing this, but probably an expert doing the ground here and then some amateur doing the wall. But yeah, this is Alex's bike. Kind of has a NASA USA themed style theme. So yeah, space shuttle theme, space theme, almost stormtrooper vibes. But yeah, fully committed on this theme here. I like it. It's pretty cool. Even got the NASA sticker on the back crate. I think that's a pretty nice touch. Got some fenders going on. Got some black spokes. So yeah, Alex definitely went to town on this one with some custom wheels. Even the bottle cage matches. Horizontal crank. I think this is pretty good. I think this not too much wrong with this pick. You can definitely tell Alex watched all the vids. And yeah, cable length is good. Non-drive side shot as well. Multi-tool here on the bike, which I think matches the theme of the NASA bike. And the stand also matches the theme of the NASA bike. And this is how it was before. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It seems like in this photo, it seems like the geometry seems really weird. And it seems like there's like a huge gap in here. But I think Alex did a great job on kind of filling that little gap up, making it look less awkward, and yeah, making the proportions a little bit better. But yeah, overall pretty cool. I don't think I've roasted anything on this bike. I think it's a pretty done deal. I think the only thing I could probably roast it for is you might want to add some lights to it, because I think a NASA bike would have lots of lights. I've even got the NASA sticker on the down tube, on the seat tube here. Cool, awesome. Thanks, Alex. Nice job. Cheers. All right, next up is Alice, and she says, I love bike touring. I've done many tours over the years with my husband on a 1984 Trek. I wanted something more robust for riding on some rugged trails. I arranged with Nick at Sadie's Bikes in Turner's Turner's Falls, Massachusetts to help me put in his shop in December since it's been slow season. And she says she loves the show. Thanks, Alice. Alright, so this is a Nishiki Cascade 1986, and she didn't say roast or review, so I'll just do a review. But yeah, let's try to get this picture up. Overall, pretty sick. I would say it's kind of like a classic 1980s bike. Geo here, super slack head tube, super slack seat tube, great for cruising. I like the upright stem here, adjustable stem, so you can put it even higher to be even more chill on this bike. Running some Sun Tour shifters here. These are really good if you like the ratchet noise. I think it's probably one of the best ratchet noises for a shifter you can get, just the clicky sound. Got a little light here on the front. I would say this rack is a little bit far from horizontal, but I'll give you a pass on that. And nice bottle cages here, running 2 bottles here in bottle cages, running the horizontal crank arm, running classic cages with leather straps. I think this is quite classy. And then the derailleur here, can't really see what it is, see if we can see it. It's a Livio derailleur, so super sturdy, and it's got a custom red cable end right there, matching the red brake pads. But yeah, overall pretty sick. Looks pretty cool. Just running the single fender on the back. Maybe you need one on the front, not sure, but maybe you just do a lot of skids and stuff, so you're just running the single on the back. But yeah, overall pretty cool bike. Looks like this bike gets you around a lot. Seems like you can spend all day on it. Cheers, Alice. Thanks for sending that in. Oh, okay, so she sent an email saying please review. So luckily I didn't roast it. Cheers, Alice. All right, next up is Josh. Josh says review. Gary, hello from San Antonio, Texas, USA. I like this. It's very official. Built at late 90s Trek. Haven't ridden it yet. It's a single speed now, but soon to be 1x8. Take a look and share your thoughts. This is my second build. My first was a red line monocog steel frame about 10 years ago. Alright, looks pretty sick overall. I like the tire upgrade. I like the RockShox SIDs on the front. Kind of like this would be a pretty light bike, I think, with your XT and cog on the back. I'm not sure how you're tensioning this cog. Maybe it's either a magic ratio or you got an eccentric BB. Maybe you said it here. No, I can't see it. Cool little saddle. Yeah, overall pretty cool build. I think it's this build, it basically stripped it down and made it super light. I like these bars too. The bar setup, silver bars, black stem, and then it's got the DMR Brendog grips. I run those grips, they're pretty nice. And here's the front action. Oh, it's got the Avid, I think these are Avid TI levers with the vent holes. Super sick. Can't remember if they're TI or magnesium. I think they're TI, the 3-hole ones. But yeah, super light bike. And here's a non-drive size shot. Even the skewers here, he's got the Shimano skewers on, so he must have some nice hubs on there. And that's from Josh. Cheers, Josh. Pretty clean. Nice bike. Thanks for sending in. Alright, next up is Jonas. And Jonas says, hi Gary, I really enjoy your bike project films and roasts. Here comes some pictures of my granddad's sleeper bike. Thanks, Jonas. It's a 90 bike, and you got to give it to him at some point. And then he kind of did it up with, it looks like a lot of XTR here. XTR Mavic, XTR Rim Mech, XTR Canties, XTR chainset, front mech is XTR controls. I think Jonas should change his name to 12-speed XTR instead of the other dude. This bike is way more XTR, and I haven't even looked at it yet. Alright, here it is. Little nice back shot. He asked for a roast, so gonna roast you for this photo. And I think, is this on backwards? I can't remember if this is on backwards or not, but if it's on backwards, I'm roasting you. Here's his bike, super tall bike. I think I gotta roast you for your frame being too small on here. You can see he's adjusted his seat post about 1,000 times here. He probably started from the top here and then worked his way. It's like, nah, too short, too short, too short, too short, too short, too short, too short. Yep, that's just right. And then put the stem up to match it. He's also got his levers facing straight down here, so you can tell his arms must be coming straight down from the top here, which means he's super tall for this bike. Let's see what else he's got. Looks like he stripped it back. I think he could use some new tires. I don't know if these tires look pretty old, but it looks like they're wearing on the sidewalls. He's got so much XTR, I think you can upgrade the tires as well. Alright Dan, he gotta roast you for this super worn chainring up the front. Crank arm not straight again. I'm gonna roast you for this freighted cable and this cable end. Looks like a dog bit it. Doesn't look good. And yeah, this is his bike overall. Gonna roast you for these empty mounts as well. These are gone to absolutely nowhere. Gonna roast you for this pipe work on this wall here. It's actually an electrical socket. I feel like you definitely got to get that looked at. This is atrocious work right there. I feel like that's got to be a hazard, safety hazard. But yeah, overall this is his bike. I like the yellow bottle, looks pretty cool. And rack not horizontal. Alright, thanks for sending in. Cheers, Jonas. Alright, next up is Jason Kelly. He says, hi Gary, hope all's well with you. Thanks Jason. And this is a 9.7 Rockhopper build. Original wheels. Drivetrain is micro shift. Brakes original. A lot of Olivio. And yeah, this is his bike. He asked for a roast. So let's take a look. Gonna roast you for this Get Gravel Spec sticker. It's like half off. I think you either just peel it off or you push it down. You gotta pick one right there. And then here, got some worn rims. Gonna roast you for that. Gonna roast you for this special ed mod. Think we can give that up. I do like the pink cables. It looks pretty cool. And I do like the tires as well. Gravel Kings. Gonna roast you for this blurry shot. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. I think this background scenery is pretty cool. I like these. I'm not sure where you're from, but let's see. It's from Arizona. So got the cool terrain out back here. Got like a mini Stonehenge there as well. Seems pretty hot though. Pretty dry. Nice little bum bag up front. Nice risen up bars for a comfier ride. Gonna roast you for the quick release lever, sticking straight up. Feel like something's gonna get caught on that, that's for sure. I do like the minimal pink cable on this bike. I think the pink and the dark blue or dark purple matches well together. Nice, another nice little rock pick. Very cool. I like that. Got a few people checking it out. Got a crazy looking stem going on here with the inbuilt canty hanger, I think. But yeah, overall looks like a fun bike. Looks like a good bike for the desert. And yeah, it looks like there's some dust on the tires, so it looks like you ride it around a lot. I think this photo is pretty good. This is probably your best photo overall. Horizontal crank arm, bottle in bottle cages. You can see the full bike and it's got some good scenery there too. Alright, thanks Jason. Thanks for sending in. Alright, next up is Joey. Joe says roast. He says, here's my nice Rockhopper I converted to a budget single speed for cruising around town. And thanks for the great videos. Thanks Joey. Alright, here's his bike. He asked for a roast, so you already know. Don't have to say anything about that. I'm gonna roast you for this uneven rim wall wear. You can tell how he brakes by looking at this rim. It's kind of like it squeezes the trigger, squeezes the trigger, squeezes the trigger to slow down. Gonna roast you for your sent from iPhone signature. You can delete that. You're probably not gonna want to hear this, but I'm gonna roast you for your bent fork on the front. Looks actually bent to me. It could be in the photo, but I think the rake is a little bit more than what it should be. You can look at some other photos or look at the catalog to match it up, see how your bike compares. And yeah, overall pretty clean build. The only color he has is these blue, sky blue grips, which I don't mind because his whole bike is kind of black and silver, which is pretty cool. But yeah, overall pretty cool build. Looks like a pretty fun ride. Thanks for sending in, Joey. Next up is Camellia, and she says roast. She says, hi Gary, hope you review girls bikes too. Joke. I'll basically review any bike, even if you know, your dog's riding your bike. I'll review dog bikes too. Mostly original Ritchie components from the 90s, 80s, you tell me. She has seen the world, been through experiences. She's my trusty daily steed. And yeah, thanks Camilla, please roast away. So this is her bike. Alright, I gotta roast you for your lock job here. I feel like it's a little bit, I think it'd be a little bit annoying to have the lock right here, and also it would make a lot of noise and kind of like scratch up the seat post or bang around on the seat too. Gotta roast you for empty bottom bottle cage. I feel like up front it's getting a little bit messy here. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like a a plastic bag tying something together. Maybe there's a closer pic. We'll take a look at that in a second. Gonna roast you for having uneven dirtiness on your tires. The back tire is way more dirty than the front, so I think if you can even that up, that'd be great. Got the pink bottle matching the pink bottle cage, but the pink bottle is not in the pink bottle cage, so I feel like that's an issue. Got a bent housing right here on the front. All right, let's see what's going on here. So she has a DIY mod with duct tape, classic duct tape with, I would want to say this is some type of saddlebag holder of some sort. I think that's the only thing they could be used for, but you have tape going over one side of the bolts, but not on the other side, so a little bit of a loose DIY work there. You are matching it with a Chris King headset, so I appreciate the high-low Ritchie frame here, and got some samurai style woven grips. It's coming off the end though, so you gotta fix that. XT thummies, I like that. Logic, Ritchie Logic brake levers, pretty classic. Here's the top view of the bars. Seems like it has a pretty nice sweep to it. I'm not sure why there's paint on this side of the lever. Like this one, she cleaned it up here, but then on this one there isn't. It's not cleaned for some reason. I think these were actually black, and maybe you stripped off the paint and you did one lever. I bet you started off with the left one, and then when you got to the right one, you're like, I got so sick of sanding, I'm just gonna put it on. Got some white pedals, very bold with the white pedals, keeping them white. Yeah, here it is, the front bag, kind of like the bar bag mount here, makes sense. And then here's your bike. Overall, pretty cool. I like the little netting on the back. Again, this bottle cage is going to get in the way of the bag. So you can see the bottle is now here instead of in the cage because it won't fit here. More camping pics. Pretty cool. Nice ocean here. Alright, overall that's basically it. Nice one, Camilla. Thanks for sending. Cheers. Alright, and the last one I'm going to do is Joa. He says, hi Gary, sending pics of my Lucinda 95 Trek. If you want more pics, adding my Instagram profile and YouTube. So take a look at his Instagram. Alright, I can't find it. I can just see pictures of his face. So let's see. Alright, this is bike. He asked for a roast. So alright, first up, got to roast you for taking photos of your bike on a train, just getting in everyone's way here. And to add to that, you've decided to take a non-drive side shot. If you're going to commit to getting in everyone's way, you may as well do it properly, I think. No bottom bottle cage, crank arm not straight, these grips are ugly, light shining straight into the bag here, going to block the light. Valve not straight, got the dork disc on, and reflectors. Another non-drive size shot here. Kind of hard to see what you're running with this. I think it's running 3x7, probably 3x7 classic. You got some nice tires on there, got matching rims, matching hubs. I think that's good. But yeah, overall, not too bad of a build. I would say the front end looks a little bit heavy with this big bag. You might want a front rack or something to help fix your steering a little bit, make it a little bit easier on your steering. But yeah, overall not too bad. I don't mind it. Looks like more of like a comfy cruiser build. Alright, that's basically it. Hope you liked it. If you sent you in, I'll get it done soon, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.